All right, everybody, welcome into this video. I want to give you 3 things to watch out for in May, astrologically speaking, okay? So, if you're looking for your individual zodiac readings, I usually do readings on this channel, but I do a lot of informational videos too. But if you're looking for your end of April reading, here's a link to the end of April readings. It's all in one video, so you can check it out. I'll be doing the May readings next week. All right, so you'll be seeing that too. And once I do that, I'll put a card here so you can access those readings. Now, I'm going to tell you 3 things to watch out for in May, astrologically speaking, so you can prepare yourself, and then I'll give you a bonus one. Okay? So at the end of the video, I'll give you a little bonus one. All right? The first thing to look out for in May is May 10th, Mercury goes retrograde. And I think this is people who don't pay any attention to astrology know what Mercury retrograde is. Okay, it is about communication. A lot of times people are, you got to watch yourself when you send emails. Make sure you're sending to the correct person. Make sure you're not replying all when you don't want to reply all. Okay, but in this instance, Mercury is in retrograde in Gemini, and Gemini is the messenger. It is the ruling planet of Gemini. Mercury is the ruling planet of Gemini. So those of you who have a lot of Gemini in your chart, meaning Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, your own Mercury, Mars, any kind of your personal planets being in Gemini, you're going to need to be extra careful, okay? Because things move fast. Mercury moves fast. So the antidote to this, slow down. Count to 10 before you blast somebody, right? Slow it down. Gemini is very much about investigating and information and things like that. So some of you could intuitively or investigate in a situation and come up with the wrong answer. Come up with the answer that's not really either the one you're looking for, it's not really the answer to the question you're asking, or it's completely wrong. So before you go turning in any kind of, if you've written a whole article or if you have done some kind of project based on an idea that you've been investigating during Mercury retrograde, double check, okay? I don't know if you can hear that growling all the way over there, but anyway, that's Maisie. So the first thing to watch out for is Mercury goes retrograde, and it is in Gemini. Okay, it starts out in Gemini. So we'll get to the bonus one later. It does have to do with Mercury. The second thing I want you to watch out for is that Venus, Jupiter, and Mars all move into Aries, the sign of Aries. Aries energy is also like, damn the torpedoes, straight ahead. If you'll notice, Venus and Mars, right? That's divine masculine and divine feminine with Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter is also usually husband in women's charts, kind of old fashioned, but there it is. Everything in Aries. Okay, if you think about Aries, Aries is the emperor in the tarot. Aries is very directed and leadership and taking action and all this kind of stuff. So in May, you could have like a whirlwind romance. Someone just decides, like, let's just move in together. There could be this really powerful energy of moving forward, right? Quickly. Again, slow down. Okay? It doesn't mean it's not right. I'm just saying to you that things could move pretty fast in May. If you were starting a romance or starting a new job, you could start a new job. This happened to me. I started a new job and I got there, and the person that was working with me, I was a 6 o'clock producer, they had quit. They were the 11 o'clock producer. So for the first 2 weeks of this new job, I had to do the 6 and 11 show. I didn't even know anybody's names. That's Aries. That's like woof, moving fast, right? We're putting you in leadership really fast. Some of you could get promotions. Some of you could, really expand your wealth. Okay, it could move fast. We could have a lot of crypto going crazy. We could have a lot of investments going crazy. So just be mindful of that. Okay, just be mindful of that. The third thing to look out for in May is that we start eclipse season. Okay, and eclipse season, we started out with this partial solar eclipse in Taurus. And some of you who watch my on April 30th some of you who watch my channel know that I talk about the North Node quite a bit. We have, in the transits, North Node has moved into Taurus in the past few months, but now with eclipses, it's being activated, okay? Because we're talking, eclipses are about the moon, and the North Node is a node, right? It's a mathematical point around the moon. And so when we have eclipses, they activate the North Nodes. So if we're activating the energy in Taurus, then there's might be something coming across your path that's forcing you to make a value judgment, making a decision based on what you value, what is important to you. Some of you may be changing a big value, something you always believed in, something that your parents believed in, and you're, kind of seeing that with Mercury going retrograde, right? You could uncover some things that it's like, oh, that's not even real. I'm not putting a value on that anymore because it's not a thing. Now, I mean, you fill in the blank what that is, but when we activate North Node energy, we are being asked, what do I value? Especially with Taurus, it's in Taurus. What do I value? What do I want to spend my time on? So you, in the eclipse energy, April 30th, in Taurus, we are going to have this kind of activation. When we have partial solar eclipses, when we, it's with the new moon, it's during a new moon, solar eclipse, new moon, lunar eclipse, full moon. Okay. And this is about new beginnings, and unexpected opportunities could really crop up. And you might have to choose based on what you value. Okay, I really value being a company man, right? I've been with this company for 25 years. Some of you may get a really great job offer. And you have to decide, is it more valuable? Do I value the longevity at this other job more? Or do I shift into taking this new opportunity because it's fill in the blank? It's exciting. It's a promotion. It's a big chance. It's a chance for me to speak at conferences worldwide. And then that changed your life. So you're changing. You might be shifting your values here a little bit because you're expanding, you're growing, and you're changing. And Taurus doesn't really like that. Taurus doesn't really like a lot of change. South Node is in Scorpio, and Scorpio is all about change. Scorpio is all about transformation. So you can see that when you go towards Taurus North Node, when you go to embrace this energy, even if you don't have your North Node in Taurus, we all are dealing with it on a collective level. So you may have this experience where, this axis forces you to evolve. It forces you to really embrace the thing that matters to you now, and not because someone else told you back when you were a kid, or somebody is trying to kind of force their value system on you. You're now creating your own value system, and it might surprise you, right? It might surprise you what you choose. This new beginnings and unexpected opportunities can happen. Because these eclipses are activation energy, they are kind of like markers along our celestial path. So when we do have eclipses happening, you could see that during this time, especially if you have a lot of Taurus, if you have a lot of Scorpio in your channel, in your birth chart, if you are somebody who has a North Node in Taurus, if you're somebody who has a North Node in Scorpio, if you've somebody who has a lot of second house planets, that's the natural placement of Taurus. It might not be yours, but that second house has Taurus energy to it, even if you have some other sign in that house. If you want to really dive deeper into your birth chart, I have a little class. I'll put a little zing here that you can go and take my astrology class, Basics of Astrology. Okay. This placement, or this eclipse energy might force you to decide which relationships are worth your time, how you spend your time. Are you spending a lot of time doing things that aren't getting you anywhere? Or are you spending time in a worthwhile way in terms of your values? That's what's being asked of you here. So in your work, are you being adequately paid for your time? Maybe, maybe not. This is the time when you're going to get forced to look at that. That's what eclipses do. They force you. Okay. So that's what's happening in May. The bonus one that I want to say to you is that Mercury, when Mercury is retrograde, it starts out in Gemini, but on May 22nd, Mercury enters Taurus, more Taurus energy. So Mercury retrograde in Taurus means on the 22nd, you might be not really speaking your truth, right? Your value system, you may have to stand up for something you really value and speak it out loud. You might have to defend yourself. You might have to say, this is why I'm choosing this path, especially if you're making some changes here. If this eclipse energy on the 30th of May, 30th of April in Taurus, if that has, kind of put all of your value system kind of on parade, and then you're being asked to stand up for what you value, sometimes this is a clarification moment when you're like, I don't really value that. I'm not really going to stand up for that. Or I've got to stand up for something that I really have valued that maybe nobody knows about me, and I have to now speak it out loud. So again, slow down, try to slow things down in May. You can align yourself with that good Taurus energy of steady, okay? Align yourself with that and try not to fly off the handle. Try to make statements and make value judgments purposefully. All right, that's the advice for you for May. Monthly themes for May: stability, self-worth, and money. May is going to be a big time reworking of, I'm going to put a lot of time and effort into something. I am going to get a lot back from it, okay? And that is really pushing you to decide and to stand up for what you value and what you want to create in your life, even if others don't value it themselves. Okay, that might be the challenge here. All right, my darlings, that is what to look for in May. I'd love to hear your experiences. Please drop a link below. Please drop your comments below and let me know what's going on with you. And if there's anything that like you experienced that I have missed here, I would love to hear about it. So let me know. Okay? All right. Mwah.